Honestly, I have no quarrel with Geezus of Waterdeep. He pursues his agenda, has no bearing on our struggle with Havis Corvair, the desire to free my lady. But as soon as he stopped time around me, I knew I would have to kill him on principle. Wizards. Wizards. Wizard will be the death of me, I fear. Yes, I believe a wizard will be the death of me. Let's roll, Dungeon Dads.
Heroes rise, heroes fall. I see 'em on the front line, standing tall. They're risking life and limb to answer the call. But what they fighting for? Don't know, don't care. Just along for the ride, but everyone must stand. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna win inside.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to the podcast. As always, I'm your DM, Tom Blaylock, and I am joined. Yes, you're listening to Dungeon Dads podcast. Everyone must end. Episode
Yes.
78.
78.
78. 11 short episodes away from the end. And I am joined, as ever, by Sam Frank. Excellent opening, playing Schnobik the Bastard. What is up, Sam?
Happy to be here. Happy to be back. Ready to rock some wizards shit.
Yeah, I bet you are. Are you ready for another tangent? Another Tom Blaylock tangent?
What? I've already
God.
realized we're never getting to Havis Corvair.
Oh, you're getting to Havis Corvair, or he's getting to you. One of those two. Tim Carr playing the warlock Filnir Omajira. What's up, Tim?
What's going on? Filnir's just thinking about the one that got away moments ago.
Man, this is a big one. Although, man, you kicked his ass. I'm not gonna lie.
I know, but that's
for those of you who are not on Patreon. Like I kind of like let him have it of how surprised I was that they even decided to fight him.
Yeah, it was
and
a good bonus episode. We talked some meta that may or may not come to fruition here because it's been a minute since we've actually jumped into this campaign.
Yep. John has a plan, though. Don't worry.
Always.
And John Watson playing the wizard Ionis Silhavin. What's up, John?
I'm just stoked, man. What a journey it's been.
Yeah.
78 episodes. This is I mean, I was thinking about when we started fighting him. I was like, gosh, thinking about episode 1 and then thinking about episode 77. I was like, man.
Yeah.
Come a long
It just
way.
goes to show you never know where an offhand joke will take you.
That's true.
So true.
That is so
true.
Oh my god.
Especially in a game like this. Well, I mean, I would like to sort of reflect a little bit on this. You know, you guys fled what you originally thought was just a sort of evil and intolerant, hastily conscripted Hark army. Ionis and Filnir and Abel, you guys then made common cause with the residents of the Brine Valley, including the halfling overlords in Lakeshire and the dwarves of Red Cloud Mountain, and then later the Montaran dwarves, the human settlements, places like Lakenhearth, and also this like long abused and rebellious elves and gnomes of the Owlwood and Robert's Gift. There's a lot of people caught up in the gears of this sort of dark history of Gilbrain, or in it, I guess. Not on it. Geezus, Havis Corvair, Bezleth Lultul, Griggly, Helspeth, Grumpsh, Ehi, Donatus, Paraso. These are all godlike creatures of Gilbrain that each one of them hold the lives of hundreds of thousands in their palms. Planes of existence, right? Whole planes of existence, sort of bend to their whim and will. But there are other names that should be on that list now, I think. Ionis, Filnir, Abel, and Schnobik. Ionis driven to prove himself worthy to his family and to save the very life of his beloved bastard brother Schnobik. He's pushed past all manner of adversity as he did what no male Silhavine has done in 1,000 years. He's earned his own way. He's made his own destiny. He's become. Look, I've looked at all the NPCs. You're the greatest wizard in the Gilbrain. I think.
Oh my God!
I think that's pretty clear.
Wait, do you hear that? Do you hear that? That's John's ego inflating.
Well, I mean, he's not being played the best, but he is.
I was worried.
I'm just basing it on character sheets there.
I was worried he was going to think the opposite, which is like, oh, does that mean I'm not getting the rest of the spells that are on my plan here?
Yeah, no, you can have all the spells you want. It's not going to make a difference.
So what that means is, John, you put together a better wizard on paper than Tom does.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what he
true.
said.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Appreciate it.
but now that he likely could, I'm not even sure he's gonna want to go back to the old days of life at the top of Monterre, where he's oblivious to the decay of the mountain town. Filnir was a simple baker and docent, a man in love, until he was called and controlled by a dark weapon. Yeah, he's grown in power and purpose as he's cut down monsters and aggressors of all ilk, constantly searching for answers. I think the big question is, why is he so sensitive to the power of these soul-infused metals? What does channeling have to do with him, and why is he favored or cursed to hear and see the many planes of existence surrounding him? And what role might he have in the coming catastrophe? I think it's important to note, against all odds, he's still a kind of a cool dude. He's sweet. He's a sweet guy, despite the fact that he has cut down legions. And we have the data to show that he has killed a lot of people.
Yeah, it's like Hot Sharts Part 2.
Yeah. Oh, what a good show that was. Charlie Sheen's finest, probably.
That or Major League, but either way.
Well, true. Major League was
pretty dope.
And then Abel, who gave it all up to come down from his hermitage with his secret, and a secret we didn't really flesh out completely in the podcast, and maybe we never will now, unfortunately. There's been a lot of moments recently where I was thinking, if Abel was here, I would have
something real cool would happen.
I would have texted Sam something to say. But he gave up his beloved solitude and his distance from a god that he hated to come and save people he owed nothing to. And finally, he gave up his very life in the procurement of a mine.
They call it a mine.
And finally, Schnobik, the arcane warrior, the last and only vampire in the Gilbrain not controlled by the elven machinist Havis Corvair. He has pledged himself to Bezleth Luatul, the White Lady, and desires her freedom above all else. But will her agenda pit him against his brother Ionis? And if it does, will his new family bonds trump those of his birth? This is all coming to a head, and it came to a head a lot faster than I thought it was going to, as you beat the shit out of what I thought was the big bad of this campaign. Jesus of the Orc Wars of Waterdeep. And so let's get back to it. You're still in Brine. You're still up on Black Street. You're standing around the well, and Jesus has just flown the coop. What do you want to do?
I believe he's gone. No diggity.
I know we just had an epic fight, but we should follow him.
Where? Where did he go?
I could only guess that he went back to Lakeshire, but after this, if he regains his power, does he even need to come back? I heard that he could hurtle meteors from space.
From where? What is this? From space?
From the very heavens, the sky.
I mean, don't you know that spell? What is the range on that spell? Ionis, that can't be right.
I've only read about it, but it's he doesn't have to be here. He doesn't have to be
Clearly.
anywhere near here. But he
Clearly
could
he can
bomb.
get
He
here.
could bomb the city.
Should we clear the city?
Wait. Wait. Oh gods, I have an idea.
Do tell, Ionis. I've no inclination to get up off my ass at this point. I'm fatigued. I'm sore.
I have.
Schnobik gets up and starts cleaning his sword and strapping things on. He says, I believe I know where my brother's going with this.
I have a wish scroll, Filnir.
What?
From inside the ring realm. I got a scroll of. I got a wish scroll, Filnir. I pull it out.
Without using it, can we talk about what it is you would wish for?
I can wish for a simulacrum of Geezus of Waterdeep.
And
He'll lead us to where he lives. He'll lead us to the clone. He'll tell us everything. And he'll be loyal to us.
Or is he like a duckling? He just imprints on the first thing he sees.
Well, no, I cast the spell, he's loyal to me. And whoever I say he should be loyal to.
And are you sure that's how it works?
That's how the spell works.
Simulacrum, a wish.
Simulacrum.
A wish is one of those spells that you hear about in fairy tales, and quite often a princess gets her wish, but it is not exactly what you expect it to be.
Well, this is arcane magic, I assure you, and it has come from great study from greater wizards than I.
Do we not know where he has gone?
We don't know exactly where he's going.
Can we not wish ourselves to the top of the tallest tower in Lakeshire? I can't imagine he would be anywhere else.
Could we bring a small army with us? A small force?
But I could, if we have this, we could take care of Geezus and then plant the simulacrum in front of in his place. Do you understand?
God damn it, brother! Don't let your blind ambition for a simulacrum
You're
divert
saying
us from our need.
Ionis, you're saying
You have wanted a simulacrum since you were a small child.
Yes, damn it, I have. This is our opportunity, but this will work. Snowbick.
you're planting a puppet, Jesus.
Yes,
that the
he will
plan?
be Jesus of Waterdeep. We take care
What
of the
has
real one.
happened?
We plant,
What has happened
we plant
here?
the simulacrum, and now the entire Gith army is ours.
The people who are not dead, who are on top of the Black Street here, are coming out. Stefania, the goblin, turned elf, comes out. What has happened? Was that Jesus?
It was.
Why?
Why?
Why does he want us here?
And why does anyone want Brinetown? Rumors of gold travel far and fast and cause many to come seeking.
The wizard is correct. We know he has a clone.
You do.
We all know he has a clone. He
Yes.
has come back before.
But where? And how many?
It is a well-guarded secret, perhaps only by Jesus himself, and perhaps the highest ranking Githzerai that he keeps with him.
This plan sounds overcomplicated, but those seem to be the kind of plans we have in this world.
Ionis, if we were to plant the simulacrum and kill Jesus, or well, perhaps killing is the wrong thing to do, because if he has a clone, he will simply come back and battle
this is-
himself.
This is what I'm telling you. We have at most 4 hours. I get the simulacrum now. He can take us to the clone. We destroy the clone. Then we go after Jesus of Waterdeep in his weakened state. We destroy Jesus. We plant the simulacrum in Lakeshire. But we have to work quickly.
Schnobik walks over to Ionis and just sort of stands in front of him and looks him in the eye, looks deep into his ocular nerves, into his orbital sockets for a long moment. Says, yes, that's the play.
Filnir?
Give me a second. I put the ring on, disappear for an hour, roll some hit dice, and come back. Right as rain.
It's only good for Filnir. So some more thinking on these rings. You're not allowed to have a long rest
No,
except once every 24 hours. But it doesn't fucking matter to Filnir.
no.
No, it doesn't matter, Filnir.
He
No,
gets
I'll run out of
100%
hit
of
dice at some point, but
he gets everything he needs in a short
just
rest.
see how
So-
many of these I need.
So
Keep
you're
going.
saying
Keep
that
going.
if I go in the ring now, I won't get the benefits of a long rest.
You
won't
get the long
benefits
rest.
from-
You just don't get the same shit back that I get,
Well,
right?
I mean, you get
But
the
I
rest.
said
You
the
can
ben- I said
usually
the
hit
benefits of
points.
a long rest.
The benefits, yeah.
oh, for
Yeah,
long
like I'll
rest,
probably
right.
get my. I'll get my. Like what do I even get? Do I get anything?
Well, when was the last time you took a long rest? What was your long rest? Your last
What time
long
is it
rest?
now? I slept the night before.
So
So like when
it's-
does the 24-hour period start? Like when I wake up, or
It's in a 24-hour period, so you got to wait. I would say 24 hours from your last beginning of your long rest. Let's say beginning of your last long.
so
you can't
so yeah.
finish.
If I go into
You
it
can't
now,
finish a long rest.
so
Except
if I
every
go into
24
it now,
hours.
I don't get the benefits. I don't get any spells
Tim
back.
just
whatnot.
calmly rolling dice in the background.
They're just watching my expression go from like, ooh, that was a crappy
chunk.
2. Oop, that's good.
chunk.
Okay. Oop, no.
Yeah.
Cha-chunk.
I'm burning through a lot of hit dice, guys. You can hear it in
Yeah.
the background. But I'm going to be in much better shape, trust me.
Yes, I must have a rest as well. A short one.
So we can only get a short one. I could use that, and I'll still get some spells back.
I
which is fine.
actually have to take an hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
so
have your ring if you'd like it, Schnubik.
No, I would not.
Oh, very well. I
Such a
just feel like I
dick.
wasted a whole bunch of.
So
If I'd known you
Fuck
weren't
that ring
take-
and fuck the wizard who gave it to you. Wizards.
So if we'd like to go back and retire in our room for an hour, and I'll give Shinobik his short rest, I'll try to cast this spell.
Okay. Yeah.
s-
I mean,
So it's a 9th level, and I need to then roll a 19 intelligence.
you got to roll a 19 intelligence check. I mean, this is a high risk,
High risk, high
high
reward.
reward.
Okay, here's the thing. I got a question. Can I give him the help action?
So he'd have to ask you for it. Currently, I don't know if he's asking you for it. And the way I would do this is because you, in a million years, would not be casting this spell. I would give you an intelligence check, and I would divide it by a certain number and give him that bonus to his roll.
Okay.
So, but he'd have to ask you for it. And I don't think he's going to ask you. I
So
just have a feeling.
if I did that, so I have 2 luck points left. Would
Yeah.
it be the bonus with each luck point?
Yeah, of course. I mean, the luck points are instantaneous.
Tom really wants this to happen.
He wants to burn those luck points. I will remind
Nah.
you, just because we're counting on time. Filner's still concentrating on Hex, on Jesus.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So 23 hours left.
23 hours
All right.
of hex.
Time is
I
of
love
the essence. But yes,
so I'm
23
gonna
hours
roll
of
a
hex is
few
crazy.
d10s here while we're doing this because I assume we're taking the long rest. I mean the short rest.
Yeah. the
Okay,
short
I
rest.
was also hoping that I could get a long rest and get my 3 luck points back. So I think I get the help action, which means I roll with advantage once, and then I luck point.
So
luck
the way
point,
I'm gonna
right?
the way I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna let Sam roll an intelligence check.
Oh, okay, and then I get the bonus.
I'm gonna have him divide it. I'm gonna have him divide it by 5,
And that'll be the bonus.
and that'll be the bonus. Wait,
But he's got to
5
ask
would give,
first.
but he's got to ask first.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, Schnobik, there's a very good chance that I could screw this up. So just to cover my own ass, would you just take a look at? I'm going to tell you what it is that I'm going to try and do, and you let me know how it looks. I know that this is advanced level wizardry for you, but you at least you are the most knowledgeable person other than me in this town.
If you should happen to, you're correct. This is far beyond me. But should you, in some fit of carelessness, make a basic error, which frankly is likely, I should be able to catch it.
I'll take it.
All right.
All right.
All right, we're rolling
give me
intelligence here.
Intelligence check. Yep.
Come on, baby.
Divided by 5 here.
15.
All right. So you're going to get +3 in addition to your +9.
Okay.
Suddenly this
That's
this
pretty
got
good.
a lot
This is
better.
looking pretty good.
Yeah.
This is looking pretty good. Okay.
So you get
I
plus
wish-
12 on this roll.
For a simulacrum of Geezus of Waterdeep. Intelligence.
We're doing it now.
I just had another idea, but it's too late, clearly.
All right, that's a 12, so 15. All right, here's another one. Luck point.
Wait, no,
point.
Ionis.
Wait. Oh, yeah, I see. Oh, boy. That was a 7
What
plus
happens?
3.
What
is
happens
10.
if it doesn't work?
It goes away. I lose it.
All
right, I
don't love this.
I got 1 luck point left.
I don't love this.
No, not great. Not great. I got 1 luck point left. Come on, baby. 20.
Yes!
Oh my God.
Tell me what it looks like as the simulacrum forms from the wish spell.
Okay.
It's crazy because it normally takes a long time, right? It's like a
normally
12-hour
takes a long
spell
time,
normally.
but reality warps in front of the two of us. So the power of this spell casts this blinding light in front of us that we have to kind of block our eyes.
Can I?
Yes, you can.
Can it just be sitting at the well, like James?
Oh yeah, it doesn't even appear in front of him.
At
We
his
just look
last
at-
spot, it's a
Oh,
blinding light to
shit.
everybody who's standing by the well. They're all like, "Oh
Yeah.
goddamn!" and then, and he's just sitting at the well the way he was when we found him. And I cast it, and I'm
Okay, let's roll initiative
Everybody's-
because Stefania's gonna try to kill him. I'm just kidding.
well, I cast it, and we're in our room, and nothing happens, and the scroll just kind of shrivels up and fades away, just kind of turns into dust, and I
What
look
happened?
around
Something we missed.
and I'm like, I was so sure, I was
It
so
felt
sure
like
I
you
did
were
it,
Very lucky.
and then
And
I'm gonna.
yet-
Can I see the well from my room from the window?
You saw the blinding light outside,
Okay.
and you heard a gasp from people outside.
Is the well sort of in front of Black Street or behind?
It's on Black Street. The well is
on
on
Black
Black
Street.
Street. It's sort of like a central meeting area on Black Street.
Okay.
It's
so
like a
Black Street's
square.
back. All right.
All right. Yeah, it's
So if I see the blinding light, I'm a little confused. It went away, but I hear some gasping, and so I go running outside.
Commotion. There's commotion on the street. Schnobik, hot on your heels.
All right, and I feel like this is Mighty Thor jumping in and creating the vision in Age of Ultron. It's just, and then he pops out, and we're all just kind of like, oh, what happened? And so,
Well, you should see that I've given you control of the Geezus thing. Now, the spells that are on there, because you've done this right after he's left, those are the spell slots he has.
okay, yeah, it should be a snapshot of what we just saw after he fought us.
Listen, it's game breaking what you've just done. It's totally game breaking.
Who gave him the wish
It's-
spell? I'm just saying.
It's fine.
It was
It's
so
fine.
lucky that I got that wish spell. It was all rolls like nuts. But it's
it's
supposed
true.
to be what I mean. Wish
Here-
is reality warping.
Here's the only thing I'm going to say
Okay.
is that he'll have legendary moves.
Okay.
He'll have the legendary resistance, but it's going to be the number of legendary moves he has is going to be that many times per day. Does that make
many
sense?
times on the thing.
Instead of
So,
per
like,
round.
He has a thunder step, so like he can do it 3 times during the same fight.
But that's it
But that's it for the day.
for the day. I got you.
Yeah.
Schnobik rushes to the well, hand on the hilt of his sword. What devilry
Hey,
is...
wait, everyone calm down. Everyone wait. Hello, hi.
Hello.
I am,
It is I again. Somehow I am here.
and it is I, Iona Silchavind, your ally.
I like you more now than I did before. This is true. Wizard, I should tell you the truth. My name's not really James.
Well, what is your name?
You don't
My
say.
name is Geezus, or they call me that. But the Monterans call me James a Welch.
James Welch. Why do the Monterans call you that?
It's where my house is.
You're from Monterre.
Well, I mean, I'm here. I live in the tower right now.
Over in Lakeshire.
Well, sure.
Could you tell us where that is?
Before this
Oh.
conversation continues any further, do you harbor us any ill will? Do you have a
I
desire to
definitely-
kill us?
And he's about to say something. He looks over at Ionis with a quizzical look.
And I'm shaking my head. No, you don't.
No, I am, in some ways I want to, how do you say the word? Make your plans not work.
Mm.
But I for some reason I don't feel that way now.
Well,
Hmm.
it's so interesting. You've just had a change of heart, and everyone in this town is under your protection.
I was standing moments ago with Krathret and my other generals planning. Why am I here now? Doesn't matter. What can I do for you, Master?
This makes me very uneasy.
Where were you standing?
Jesus loves me, yes, I know, but this is...
God.
God.
This,
And-
I do not
and
trust
scene.
it.
Schnobik already has eternal life. What could be gained?
When you were talking to your generals, where were you standing?
I was in the tower, and well, we call it in Lakeshire. You know, we're not really in Lakeshire.
Where are you?
Waterdeep has built us a tower that is both there and here.
And no differences in time.
It's a trick of it's called tuning. It's called tuning. Griggly has his Healthspith. Jesus has his Krathret.
So this Gith is a tuner.
I would go as far as to say the very finest tuner in any plane I've ever heard of.
Very interesting. I have another question. Do you have a clone?
I do.
You
Of
do?
course I do. I mean, don't you? I heard you're a famous wizard.
I am a famous one. I have yet to produce one, but it's on the way. It is still. We are waiting for it to mature.
Very dangerous times.
Indeed.
Waiting for it to mature.
Indeed.
Mine is Reti. Fully formed, beautiful. He looks like me, but he looks like me when I was stronger.
James,
know.
may I? I
Yes.
would love to see this.
Well,
Ionis would certainly be very jealous, and I think it would make him quite happy.
there's complications. I cannot walk into the 3rd floor of my townhome where the clone is kept. Well, I can, but I will be smote by my own spells.
Ah, it's guarded.
It's guarded. It's guarded. Actually, I'm quite smart. So I have a Gith general who lives there. He looks like a human.
Your townhome in Monterre.
Everyone thinks he's my brother, Arvin Welch. And he lives there in the townhome in Monterre in the Mickelberg. He has a job. I have warded the 3rd floor so that if I walk in and my clone is fully formed, I am killed instantly. And I take on the shape of my clone. I did this because I planned on walking myself in. I wasn't planning on
That makes sense.
Galwinia.
What?
She trapped me. Cut off my tongue, cut off my fingers, held me against my will while she searched for my clone far and wide. I was lucky enough that a passerby breaking out, mere ruffians, shot me through with a bolt.
Fortunate for you.
Very fortunate, yes.
Sounds
thank you.
like an impossibly lucky shot.
It was. I was near death. Anyway, they had kept me barely supported day after day, force feeding me. It was awful. Oddly, I don't hold any ill will for those who did those things to me as well. Funny things.
Understanding can
things
play
today.
with one's mind, can't it?
Sure.
You seems like you forgive a lot.
You know, in my life, I have not been a very forgiving person. It seems I've turned over a new leaf.
Yes. Are there other wards on the 3rd floor of your townhouse? Or is it only you that will be smote by your own smells?
Well, I would be smoten by my own smells. I would be. Well, this is the hard part.
Oh, this is the hard part.
The room is not guarded against entry. But my finest general, Krathret, is bound to the room. And if anyone steps foot into the room, she is instantaneously taken there. And she has strict orders that anyone who is walking in that room, except Arvin, should be smote.
Very
One
sound planning on your
gift
part.
guard. That is the extent of your defenses.
Well, Arvin, Krath, and her retainers.
How many?
I believe recently a few of them have been cut down, but her finest retainer is always with her. And he
in
has...
my experience, retainers are expensive, but easily lost.
Yes. Yes. I would say of the ones that I think that are still remaining living, or that are still tied to the room, 3? 4? James doesn't remember.
So I suppose this is what it comes to. We have another fight on our hands.
Seems as though we have 2 fights on our hands in short order. We must destroy the clone. This will alert Geezus to our presence. We must find him immediately before he has a chance to flee or hide or recover. Is this the only clone?
I'm here. I'm here.
There is.
If you want me,
You
dead,
have a doppelganger,
you don't say.
and he is taking your place in Lakeshire. And he's come up with some form of spell where if you die, nothing happens. But if he dies, he enters your clone. So we must destroy the
I
clone.
have been taken. I have been disconnected from my clone.
Somehow, I do not know how he did it.
We must kill him. Here, let me quickly cast many spells that I have but few remaining, but I can do it now.
What are you going to cast? What are you thinking?
Well, sometimes when I like to sit around and think, I just like to cast spells willy nilly.
Why don't we
Oh,
not do that?
boy.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Cone of cold, it helps me think.
Let's not do that. Why don't we come up with a plan first, and then we can use our many spells.
You don't want an ice cold cone? Good grief. Yes, now time is of the essence.
So you say we have to get to Monterre in order to get to the clone.
I know we can easily get to Monterre. We must get directions from Jesus here to the townhouse. I do not know how we will get to the tower in Lakeshire, or if we can even
Guys,
plane shift to it.
I can teleport us all there, just like this.
You could do that now.
You can.
And he puts his hands up. He's something isn't right with Jesus.
Well, you've used many spells already.
Maybe I should take a little rest before we head.
I think we need to go now.
Oh, John's face was priceless
Yeah, I was
there.
like saying, sometimes I do wish this was a video podcast.
Ye will.
Those aren't really coming back now.
I mean, he doesn't know he's a simulacrum.
He
right?
doesn't
I
know
mean,
he's a
he doesn't-
simulacrum.
Yeah.
But
okay. Right.
Ionis, what is the plan?
Well,
We can use your scroll to travel to Monterre.
you're right. We can use the scroll. I have, unfortunately, I may have a hard time dispelling whatever's there waiting for us. Those moving, dancing swords, whatnot. So we have to fend those off. Then we have to find our way to this town hall. We'll let Jesus here lead us there. I could make many of us invisible as we go in that direction. And then perhaps I walk through and start the alarm.
And then we give Gith the gift of death.
I like it. I can't think of anything better. Are you with us, Jesus?
For some reason, I feel like I always have been.
That's a good lad.
Filnir, you have been oddly silent.
Sometimes
No,
it's
perhaps
best to
not
listen.
oddly, only slightly more silent than usual.
I have some concerns about Monterre, knowing what awaits upon arrival.
Yes.
I have some concerns about the speed at which this all must happen, but if anyone's ready, I suppose it is I.
Yes, this will be perhaps the greatest fight of our lives. It will need to be fast, and we will face many foes.
Are you sure we can't stretch it out over 11 sessions?
But I agree with Ionis. I see no other options. We cannot give Jesus time to regroup. We cannot give the imposter Jesus time to regroup.
Is there a way to perhaps destroy the building that would also destroy the clone without us stepping foot on the third floor? We have once destroyed
Some
the tower.
kind of meteor from the heavens, Ionis.
If we could do that, we would just bomb Lakeshire.
It is warded. I don't understand. I thought we were going there to reconnect me to my clone.
No,
Yeah,
I think
we
you'll
have
have to make another, unfortunately. But we must be rid of this one first so that we can destroy this severer of your connection, as you said.
Well, I'm very happy to go in with you, but just remember,
No, we don't. I think we want to,
I will be struck down dead.
perhaps you will not step foot on the third floor.
I will stay in the stairs.
Bear with me one moment. Is there anything to be gained by destroying the imposter first and then the clone?
We would have to fight him twice, no? and the second time at all of his abilities.
When is there some delay between his death and the clone's rise?
Oh,
Does it is it imbued with fresh magical energies, or will it be in the state he was when he was struck down?
these are good questions. I do not know.
The clone will be,
Perhaps there's some sort of handbook that could answer.
from what I understand from my reading, the minute he dies, his soul will decide to move on or go into the body. If he's made the clone, he will make that decision immediately and travel straight into the clone, rather instantaneously. And his body may not have his magical items. Who knows what it has, but it will. He will be as he was after a full rest.
Very well. The clone must be destroyed first.
I remember when I woke up last time, I came out and I expected to be tired. I expected to have problems, but no problems. No problems. I went straight back to Lakeshire, brought my Gith, and brought the Hellfire with me.
Very well.
And unfortunately, as we tend to do these days, this last battle has put this entire town in grave danger. Worse danger than it was in before we set foot in it.
Indeed.
May I ask, James, or Jesus, I don't know, would you prefer?
James, thank
James,
you.
what sort of vessel does your clone exist in?
It is a beautiful gem-encrusted coffin. Filled with water from the lake.
So what needs to be done to render this clone useless? Simply open
You
it.
can stab him. You can destroy the coffin, though I wish you wouldn't. Very expensive. Very difficult to make.
I can imagine that.
Does the coffin have another purpose?
No.
It doesn't enhance the clone in any way, or is it warded?
it keeps it alive. No, it is warded in the sense that it is ready for a soul. That is all.
Feeling the only
It's
other
a
thing
very plain home. The knowledge of its existence is the greatest protection I could have.
Feeling the only other thing I can think of is if we go after imposter Jesus first, and you could trap the soul yourself, then we go to the clone, destroy it.
We don't kill him, or somehow we pull the soul from before it has a chance to move.
Well, I've seen you create ghosts.
Oh, certainly.
Spectres. For how long?
Well, they last until I sleep, usually.
So perhaps we could take the spectre with us, destroy the clone, and then you release the spectre.
It could work.
It could work. There's another tactical disadvantage, though. Jesus is in his place of power, surrounded by his generals and their retainers. Thanks to this ward that is placed on his clone, we can receive a small number of them first, dispatch them, and not have to fight all at once.
This is true. All right. Monterre for me.
Yes, I believe there's not a moment to lose. I'm as rested as I will get this godforsaken surface world.
All right. I will need a short rest. Can I have had one while I was looking at the scroll?
Yeah,
Before I
because
cast
everybody
it?
else got one.
Yeah.
Sure.
I just wasn't sure if I should have been up and...
Poor Tim is like, I wasted a trip into the ring.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Give me
You
a
said
second.
be ready,
a
and
literal
I was
second.
ready. I was literally ready.
All right.
He's still not
Motherfuckers.
100%. He's still got some HP. I didn't want to use all my hit dice. That seemed excessive.
But you got your spells back.
Oh, yeah, I know. I was only down one spell and my one of my Mystic Arcanum.
You oughta use what's that spell? Vampiric Touch on the simulacrum. I mean, this guy is just made of hit points.
I don't know if I trust you. Also, I don't think I have it anymore.
I'm killing it
Well,
on
I
these hit
think
dice.
I like to polymorph
Oh,
myself into different
which reminds
forms.
me, we did do a dream with Pawson, but
That's true.
I know it's quite a distance from Lakenhearth.
It's been he hasn't gotten here yet.
Okay.
He hasn't gotten here yet. It's far.
Just speaking of vampiric touch and
Yeah,
horny
that's right.
wolves.
That's
What-
right. That's right.
While you are resting, Ionis, we still have not determined how we will get to the tower in Lakeshire. Is there a spot on your scroll in the city?
The scroll will get us to the scroll will get us to Monterre. We have to deal with the swords, and then perhaps I can cast some form of invisibility on.
But
Maybe the three of
once
us.
we have dealt with the clone, how do we get to the tower in Lakeshire?
Jesus, do you have a suggestion?
I know that spell very well, actually. It is but a second level spell, and it will not get us anywhere, but I can convince a man to do my bidding.
Yes, understood. I also do have a.
Sorry, you asked for a suggestion, which I know.
Yes, I understand. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
Not exactly what I was looking for.
suggestion.
I also do on this scroll have a way to Lakeshire, so I can go to Lakeshire from Monterre.
I believe that in both circumstances, our ability to travel fast will trump our ability to travel secretly.
So, don't worry about invisibility. Just charge on in.
Do we have anything that can speed our progress? Allow us to fly, perhaps?
I can fly 3 of us. That is all.
Well, I'm sure
Jesus
our
walks.
companion could fly himself. Jesus walks. You motherfucker. That was awesome.
Also, for the record, I need a long rest for my Mystic Arcanum to be back, so I do not have my mental prison
Okay.
available.
Okay.
Just while we're doing some bookkeeping about
All right.
spells.
All right. You're going to go into the armory.
Jesus, do you have the ability to allow us all to fly?
I 3, 4. I can fly 3 of us at my current power.
Between the 2 of us, should we bring the ghost? Would she join us?
How many can we take with the scroll to Monterre? I believe we will need all the help we can get. Anyone we can trust, anyway.
Felipe,
Well, I'm sure.
the ghost.
I'm sure the 5 of us, the 6 of us, us and Felipe and Stefania, will go through no problem. Felipe seems a bit worse for wear, though.
But he's had a short rest as well, has he not?
I do not know. They dragged him off.
Felipe is drunk. He's been drinking all day. Felipe is not. He's in no condition. I can go. Felipe can go.
It's literally been an hour.
I have literally been drinking like a dwarf, and I am a gnome.
Fair enough.
But Felipe is ready.
A sloppy Felipe.
Yes.
I got one of those once. It was fantastic.
I think we got to make a drink out of that.
Yeah, the sloppy Felipe.
Sloppy
Yeah,
Felipe.
just hit a sloppy
goes to the
Felipe
Brine.
recipes
Okay.
on the Discord, guys.
All right.
And ladies.
All right. Stefania says she'll go with you, and Felipe is ready to go too.
All right, then. To Monterre,
All right.
we fly. We find this townhouse.
Will use of the scroll to how long does fly last? Sorry.
Oh,
Let me check.
you're not
10
going to be able to
minutes.
fly to Monterre. You're
No,
gonna. You're
No.
gonna
no.
What I'm saying
Once we
is-
get there,
What I was going to ask, and maybe I'll just
It's
do
only-
this out of character since it's all mechanic stuff anyway. Does using the scroll to teleport break concentration? Can we cast
no.
fly now?
yeah, but that'll break my hex on Jesus, which I'd rather not do,
Mm.
but I might have to do.
Well, you
Can always
don't have
cast
to
it again.
cast it, right?
No, but I have to cast fly.
No, I thought John and Jesus were going to do it.
No, it's
I
Filnir
am
and Jesus. Filnir and
okay.
Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, might be. but
I mean, we don't even know how far we're going. This might be a very quick trip.
yes. Wait. Jesus, where's your townhouse in Monterre? Let's
In Mickelberg, he
establish
said.
this before we.
Mickelberg. It is just at the corner of. It's on Fuerte Street between Hips Avenue and Nomina Way.
And do you know where the scroll takes us to?
Me?
No, Ionis. Sorry, I was
Yes,
looking at his portrait in front of me.
Based on our last trip, I think it is the Armory,
It's the
Armory
Cloud Sea
of-
Armory.
The palace.
the Cloud Sea, the top of the mountain.
Yeah, we've got to move from the Cloud Sea. We've got to move from the Cloud Sea and go down the mountain to the Mickelberg. You know where the armory is, Schnobik.
So at that point, we.
Yes, why are you asking me these questions? This is absurd.
This was your
You
area
two
of
are from there.
expertise.
Then how
It's about
far
3
is the?
miles.
It's about 3 miles. Oh, okay, we can run that.
Yeah. 3
The-
miles going straight downhill.
Mhm. But the clock really starts once we enter the clone room. I mean, we're on the clock now, right? Because he's got a 4-hour trance before he gets all his spells
Yeah.
back.
Yep.
But where speed is really going to matter is when we get into the clone room, and then getting to Lakeshire, and then getting to the tower.
Well, that's actually another question. Is the trance going to work if this 24-hour rule is in place?
You don't know. You don't know when the
Mm.
last time you took a rest was.
Mm.
But
Jesus,
like,
when's the last
you're
time
right.
you took a rest?
It was this morning. I woke up this morning and I realized I needed to prepare a few choice new spells for fighting with you. I don't know why we fought. It's so silly.
It was so silly.
It's so silly. I just wanted to talk to you, tell you get out of the place, bring humans out, take them higher ground.
Understood. To Monterre, let's go. So we have maybe more time, but we don't know. He's full of. He's a bag. He's got a whole lot of tricks. Who knows? But
All right.
we'll just get it done anyway.
All right.
All right. I scratch it out.
Shall
in the-
we all put our hands in the middle or something?
No. I'll just.
Yes. Monterre on 3.
Oh, are we? this silly thing. One.
No, I mean purely for the efficacy of the spell. I have no wish to. Oh, very well.
Felipe Mandamba does not hold the hands of a
This was a mistake.
vampire.
But
I'm good.
what about
I'm
the
good.
hand of a friend?
Oh,
Well, that's, all right.
Keep it to
And he reaches
yourself.
out
I'm
his
not that
hand.
either. Let's go.
1, 2, 3 to Monterre. Damn it! All right. I scratch it out on the scroll and I point it at the wall of the closest building.
All right, and it's there, and you hear like rattling in there, and you can walk right in.
I will lead. The swords will attempt to strike me. Follow quickly in my wake. We will simply outpace them.
All right. I
Are
follow
you guys gonna?
Snowbick.
I burst through the door at a full run.
Okay. The swords all come alive, and as soon as you get into the room and the others start joining you, you hear Lord Erlington welcome.
We hear that where?
Schnobik hears Lord Erlington welcome.
welcome, not will come. Welcome, right?
Welcome.
Yeah.
Yes, welcome.
Oh, and he's Lord Erlington.
Indeed.
Hmm.
Ugh. I'd nearly
Schnobik
forgot.
asked the swords to stand down.
Stand down, swords.
And they all fall back against the wall.
Fucking Snowbick's secret weapon.
Oh, very, very well. All right, we must move quickly. Let us go.
And you know this room well. You know the armory well. Schnobik, this is your old stomping ground. Ionis has been here a few times, but like this, the grounds inside the armory are where Erlington trained you in as a fighter, as a young man. people are moving about, you quickly realize that you have a problem that everyone is going to recognize you if they don't recognize Ionis.
Well, he's got his mask and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
he's wearing his
I'm gonna
mask.
make sure I've got
Okay.
my mask on and my cloak up.
Okay.
Ionis, pull up your hood. Let us walk
All
as
right.
though we have a purpose. We do not wish to draw attention to ourselves.
All right, come, Jesus.
Okay. Very interesting. And so you guys walk out and you're in the courtyard, the training ground. There are men in here training. They're all wearing white. None of them are wearing the traditional colors of Monterre. And you see that there's a table set up in a balcony over the training grounds, and you see that there are 5 men crowded around it. Erlington is one of them, and he is sort of standing over, and he is talking with people. You recognize some of these men as being officers in the old army. One of them was the captain of the city guard. He's now wearing general stripes, but he's also wearing the white uniform. And men are not really paying you any mind as you walk out of the weapon room.
All right, as soon as
Ionis,
we get out of here, James, lead the way.
You
Schnobik.
see that man up there in the general's uniform?
Yes.
Made my life miserable in training. I would love to go up there and show him how far I've come.
We are on the clock, Schnobik.
Yes, another time perhaps.
Another time, I'd love to have a conversation with Erlington.
I promise to join you for that.
So you're able to make your way through. The gates are not even closed into the armory, so it's sort of wide open. It belies the rumors that you've heard of Monterre being aflame. When you clear the room, the armory itself, you're out in the Cloud Sea, the sort of main government square of the Cloud Sea, outside the palace, and here is where you see hundreds of soldiers lined up, and they aren't paying you any mind, but they do look like they are preparing for battle.
Ionis, try to look as wizardly as you can. No one will pay any attention to you.
Okay.
Phil,
All right.
Philnir, did your cloak flounce it a bit?
As you wish.
And
I'm flouncing. Is this the
Stefania-
right?
The-
Does this
Yes,
look
they're
like...
used to seeing court wizards up here. The half-elf flouncing cloak will draw no attention.
Oh, okay. Let me know if my flouncing is subpar, and I will try to do it better.
Follow my lead, Philnir.
Yes, my brother
Yes.
is a master
Flounce away.
flouncer.
Show me how to flounce.
and you guys pass a group of spearmen who are clear, like they full plate armor on. Their helmets are already on, and as you're passing by, Felipe says, "Fucking cowards!
Felipe,
We would have defeated them all if you wouldn't have fucking run, you fucking cowards!"
Oh shit!
Shit. We fucked up.
And one of them turns around and says, "Hey, what'd you say?"
Nothing. He's had too many drinks. Don't mind him. Just pull him right along.
Him? That was you. What'd you say? Half elf?
Thank you for your service.
I said you're fucking cowards. And he looks down and he says, "Fucking small person, gnome. Go back down to the tavern and sing a song. Sing a pretty song. That's what the short folk do here."
Just push him through. Just pay them no mind, Felipe.
Yeah.
He's a disgruntled
No.
coward, as you said.
I'm like, we shouldn't be throwing the name Felipe around too much either.
No, we shouldn't.
He's been dead for 300 years, as far as they know.
Ah, good point. And I'm sure there are a number of gnomes named Felipe.
I'm the only one.
After Madama died. Yeah.
I'm the only one.
I bet
Oh,
that
no, there's
year
gotta be
alone
gnomes
there
in
were
tribute.
a dozen Felipes born. Yeah.
I'm the
I'm sorry.
OGG.
I'm sorry, what's happening here? You, soldier,
Move.
we were escorting this gnome down back to Gate Town. Would you please not stop our march?
He looks kind of sideways at you. He says, I don't know you, sir.
I look
Jonas.
around at our party and I realize that none of the 6 of us has any chill.
No. No. But Filner very pointedly looks at Ionis and says, Jonas, we must go. We have an appointment.
And you can see in my face, I'm about to scream at this dude, and then I bite my tongue and I say, "You all right?"
Right,
And
Jonas?
you all right? And I grab Felipe. I say, "Come, gnome."
Keep
Back to
walking.
your place.
Keep walking.
Yeah, let's get away from these
Stefania,
fucking cowards.
With Felipe. Jesus, walk with me.
Yeah, so Jesus Christ. So you make it out past the army, and you're making your way down the mountain, and Jesus is sort of taking it all in. Felipe's never been in a city like this before, is sort of freaking out, and Stefania has been pretty quiet, but she touches your shoulder, Schnobek, and says, "This is what the whole of the Moonbrook Plateau was like. This kind of city, this kind of nonstop humanity, people completely unaware of the problems they were causing, wrapped up in their own little worlds. This mountain will crumble just like my homeland did as well."
As they all do eventually. It's too bright.
By the way, Stefania, did you bring your bow
I did.
this time?
I never leave anywhere without. I never go anywhere without it, except when I do. And Felipe says, "And I am well rested, and I have all of my spells and my hatchets ready to go. And the first fucking traitor that I see stands in my way, I'm cutting him down."
No, Felipe. We are keeping a low profile. We have a very specific task. Keep it together for the task, if you would. And I'll
All right,
buy
so
you
you've-
whatever drink suits your fancy afterwards. In the nicest tavern you can find.
So it's kind of weird being back here for both you Schnobek, and you, Ionis. Like, it's really different from what it was when
It
you were here.
is the same, but somehow different.
Colors are different. It's dirty. It's a lot dirtier than you remember it. Both the Cloud Sea and Mickelberg. It looks like a lot more fires are like burning across the mountainside. That's not normal, especially in the spring.
It seems the rumors of Montera Flame were only partially flim-flam.
and finally you get to the Mickelberg, and Jesus takes you right up to the Welch estate, and it's a very normal looking townhouse, Mickelberg townhouse. There's like 3 stories. It's cut redstone construction, a black door, and a very normal looking iron lock. There are storm shutters on the 2nd and 3rd floors, and they are pulled closed, but you have no reason to believe that's anything different from any normal home that's been sort of, that no one's home in, basically, right now. And Jesus says, "Do you think we should kick it in, or do you think we should knock?"
Do you have a key?
John, when you make a simulacrum, do they have all their shit with them?
They don't. He probably shouldn't have even had any clothes, but we clothed him.
Okay. He was naked on the well. So he says, "Arvin is not smart. He's very powerful, but not smart."
Oh, he will open the door for you, certainly.
"He will, but he will think I have come to kill myself. So he might be very let's do it. And he knocks on the door. And
I love it.
and he knocks on the door, and
I'm sure there will be some catch, but it's certainly the best plan we have.
and a dark-skinned, bald man opens the door, and he looks out at the three of you, or at your party, and he says, "Go away. There's nothing, Master James. Is it truly time for this?" Yes, of course it is. Arvin, I'm here for tea, and then I think I might walk into my room and he does his throat like he's gonna die. He says, and he points his leg. He says, broken bones, limping, other problems, very difficult. Arvin, these are my friends. They're new friends. You haven't met them. And Arvin's like looking at you all like you're like something ain't right. Come on in, Master James. And he steps aside, and Jesus walks right up the stairs. First floor's got a kitchen and a little like sitting room, and he goes up to the second floor, and he walks in a door.
James, didn't you say you wanted us to put the kettle on?
Oh, sure, good idea. Kettle on downstairs. You can bring it up to me, Filnir.
Very well. Just holler if you need anything.
Will do.
Well,
Might I go with you, Master James?
yes, I believe we all should.
Sure. Come on up to the
Arvin-
second floor.
Master James is too polite to say it, thanks to your long service, but he has some concerns about the security of his clone. We're here to inspect the premises.
Okay. Well, don't let me stop you. I'll make the tea.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
All right, you guys gonna go up to the second floor?
Yep.
Feels
Okay.
like we should just close the door and take him out quietly.
What's your order? What's your order going up the stairs?
That's very Filnir of you.
Yeah.
I couldn't
What's
believe
your-
in the intro. Tom was like, "He's still a nice guy." I'm like, I don't know about that.
What's your order going up the stairs?
Jesus Schnobik.
Jonas Filnir.
We're living.
Okay.
Yeah.
Felipe Stefania.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so Stefania's in the back.
Or, Felipe's kind of
Felipe's in the
drunk,
back.
so.
Nah, somebody's got to be pushing. We
No,
can't let
somebody-
him fall behind.
Exactly.
Someone's
Can
got to be
we?
pushing him along. Yeah,
It's about
true.
40 steps. So these buildings are tall. Like, so, the steps are about 6 inches high, and there's probably 40 of them. So it's about a 20-foot like total rise. So you guys are all walking up the steps, and Stefania's, coming up the rear here, and let me see here. And oh, that should be advantage. And you hear her go, oh, and when you she needs to do a quick saving throw.
James, what devilry is this?
Wait 1 second.
Some trap you did not warn us of.
No, it's just Arvin.
I'm still asking him.
All right, so this crazy thing happens. You hear a thud, and you kind of all turn around, and Stefania is gone.
What?
And we are in initiative.
Son of a
Arvin,
bitch.
this is how you treat your master's friends.
You're not friends. Master said, kill anyone who ever comes in here.
Did you say that, James?
I just undid the order. Anytime I take a document out of the office, it becomes declassified.
Ooh.
All right, 20.
All right.
Filner got an 11.
9. Bad roll for Schnobik.
Yeah, not a good
Schnobik's
time to
usually
not
so
win
good
initiative.
on initiative. Yeah.
That's all right. Arvin's not doing so great either.
And roll
And
for
then-
Felipe, and then to Stefania. She gets a turn. I don't know where she is, but
She gets a turn. Yeah, don't worry.
she's
not
still
dead.
alive.
She's not dead. But this
She's
is a
the
nasty
ghost.
thing. Ooh, she did well. Yeah. All right. So you hear this thud. There's a little back and forth about how could you, Arvin? You told me to, Master. and Felipe is going to act actually first. And so he
That's ironic.
yeah. So he turns around and oh man, he doesn't really quite understand what the hell's going on. But he runs down the stairs and gets around behind Arvin and just attacks him with his dagger axes. And the first one hits. And the second one hits. Ooh. Can you guys see this? For some reason,
No.
Felipe always secretly rolls. I don't know why.
Because he's
He's
drunk.
a very private person.
He's a very private person. All right, so he hits the shit out of this guy with his dagger knives. He like cuts him in the back twice. This guy has to do a saving throw. Oh, okay. And the dark-skinned bald man goes away, and you are staring face to face with an unarmored Githzerai. He looks older and more sort of muscly and ripped and shredded than the monks that you fought before, but he looks kind of the same. Like he's the Githzerai. And Felipe goes, fuck. And it is you, Ionis.
He
Okay.
looks like he could punch an awful lot.
He looks like he could punch an awful lot. Yeah.
All right. I'm like freaking out over here because I am.
You want to save your spells.
Yeah, I'm
you should.
low on, and I'm low on slots. I only had the short rest. I didn't get my long rest, which is terrible. But
Hey, your
Um,
cantrips are good.
no, they
Yep.
are. I need to defend myself first, I think. So this is the guy that answered the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What makes you
and-
think he's coming for you first? Besides
Well-
the fact that they always come for you first.
So the guy that answered the door, we said we don't see Stefania anywhere,
No.
and but Felipe is still there.
So Felipe ran around down the stairs behind him, and so you have Filnir and Schnobik between you and the and this guy.
Okay, I'm just wondering what I should do here. Okay, I'm going to I'm behind Filnir, so I'm going to firebolt the Gith guy.
All right.
That's a 27 to hit.
Woo!
That is a hit.
Okay, and then that is, I think I'm at 3d10. 3d10. Okay, 3d10. Ooh. Okay, that's 24 damage.
That's
Yeah, baby.
That's a lot of damage. Okay, yeah.
All right. And then
Oh.
An action in this economy?
and then the simulacrum acts on my turn. So Geezus is going to pop up and
I mean, shit, he's got firebolt too, and he does
does.
40-10 damage with
he
that.
does. I just got a conundrum. I wonder which thing I should do now. I'll save it. Yeah, so he's going to do the same thing. And that is a 23.
23 is a hit.
Okay, and then we've got my 3d10.
40-10 for him.
4. Jesus, this
Four.
guy's powerful.
4d10.
Oh, that sounded satisfying.
20,
Wow.
25 damage.
Jeez. Oh my god. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. All right. Cantrips.
You mean
Cantrips.
having one guy attack
Yeah.
6 of the most powerful people in the Brine?
You talking about cantrips here? You talking about cantrips?
You talking about cantrips?
You talking about cantrips?
We got spells. We got spells. We could throw.
We're not even
he
talking
talking about
about
cantrips.
spells.
We're not even talking about
We're talking
spells.
about
We're talking about
cantrips.
cantrips.
Wait, you're talking about spells? No, we're talking about cantrips. All right.
I have a feeling our entire bonus episode is just going to be us repeating that over and over again.
Oh my god. You guys don't want me to roll. You don't want me to roll a 6 here. Just trust me on this. No 6. Oh.
Holy!
I rolled a 6.
Holy shit!
Who's next up the stairs? It's Filnir?
Felipe.
Yes.
No, Felipe's
Felipe's
behind
him.
kinda
He passed him.
behind him.
Yes, me.
All right. And so he's coming up at you and looks like he wants to get at your wizard. And so he's running up and he swings to hit you.
Hit me.
And he gets a natural 20. That's a 28. All right,
Just gonna miss.
What? What?
I mean, according
No.
to 1D&D rules so far, monsters can't crit. So no, I'm just kidding.
All right, now is this a
yeah, that hits.
spell?
No, it's
No.
a hit.
It's
an attack.
not.
Well, it's an attack, but it does things. I'm just wondering.
This is really bad. This is
Wait.
really bad. How many hit points do you have, Filnir?
How many hit points do I need?
I mean,
Hold
I have
on.
71.
this could knock you out.
All right. let's see what
Okay.
happens.
Hold on.
All right.
I knew I should have
I
done the
s-
fucking thing. Shit.
I see.
As he
Wait, wait,
let me
actually-
tell you what
wait.
you hear.
I have a
Okay.
question before we do any of this.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
inspiration. Can I use it to give him disadvantage?
No. You cannot. But here's what happens. You all see him moving up, and as he begins to swing his closed fist at Filnir, you see that like time and space bend around his fist, and it is like an otherworldly thing happening where you can see like it's almost like the planes of existence are bending around as he is swinging, and you can tell it's coming straight for Filnir's face.
And I see the cold hand of fate descending and reach out a gentle hand to pluck at the weave and send my silvery barbs out to the
Nice.
attacking Githzerai
Nice.
and change
Yeah.
his fate.
All right. Perfect. I'm going to roll again. A 20.
It hits.
Okay.
But it doesn't crit.
It's a cumulative
doesn't
20,
crit.
listeners. Right.
Trust me.
It's not green on roll 20. It's black. That's good.
Trust me on this.
Mm.
Okay. So you're going to take 12 bludgeoning and 60 psychic damage.
I should use
Christ.
another hit die.
Christ.
All right. Now.
Wait, actually. Tom, does all the damage happen at once?
Does it matter? Tell me why it matters and I'll answer.
I have a ring of sacrifice, motherfucker.
It does happen all at once.
So I take 0 damage and my ring of sacrifice cracks.
Okay.
What?
That's fucking crazy. Awesome. I'm glad you had that thing. It's too bad you didn't, because
No,
you could have
it's-
taken that crit.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Okay.
either way, but basically, like, do I fall? I probably go down.
Well, you need to do a DC 16 wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Is that for the? Oh,
This
that's
is-
not for the damage. Okay.
this is
that's
not
what
for the
it means.
damage.
Okay, that's separate.
Yeah. Yeah.
16.
Yes.
So this fist is like bending time around it, and it hits you. And the only reason why you know that this thing would have killed you is that your ring gets hot and vanishes from your finger. And the fist, you feel it pushing you like it's going to banish you to some other realm, and it doesn't do it. And as soon as he ends his turn, he looks at you. He's fucking pissed that like nothing happened. Stefania reappears right behind him.
Yes.
All right. Wow. But you see what he can
Damn.
do.
God damn.
Okay.
And who's next?
And it is Filnir.
All right.
Smite that ass.
Yeah, let's give him a whack with Quiet Dark. First hit, 22 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
All right. That is 9 slashing damage. Wait, where is my... He should also take 5 more necrotic from my charisma modifier.
All right, 14. God, he's really fucked up. He's
Uh,
really fucked up. I mean,
why
he
is
can
that?
dish it, but he's really...
That's weird that that's not in there. I
That was
swear
the
to God.
hope.
This, okay, and then attack number 2. 19 to hit.
is also a hit.
Yes.
Great. 13 plus 5, so 18 damage.
And you slice right through him, and he's like bleeding all over the place, and he sort of stands back and he says, I don't understand how. And it is Schnobik's turn.
Can I get to him?
It's gonna be hard.
I mean, if we're all on a staircase and
It's single file.
right?
You know, I feel like there are battle maneuvers that are specific to allowing like people to swap places and to move through people's space. I think you're not going to be able to move through his space, right? What's the rule on movement? On
I thought you can. I know smaller creatures can move through, but I don't know about.
I
Is
thought
there
that
a-
moving through was difficult terrain or something.
Is there a banister?
yes, there's a banister for sure.
I'm going to jump onto the banister and slide down it surf style and poke as many holes in him as I can on my way down.
But
All
you,
right.
you can move through ally spaces, but I don't know if
Oh,
you
you
can.
can?
I don't know if you can end
Share
in
a
those spaces. But yeah,
space, yeah.
right.
Yeah. And he's now surrounded. He's got Stefania right behind him, and he's got Filnir there. Okay,
So that means I get
let you do
advantage
this.
on these?
So
Right. No.
no, but I'm gonna give you an acrobatics check
All right.
for sliding down the banister.
Okay. Here comes acrobatics.
Yeah, 15 will do it.
19.
Oh my god, you have a
Yes.
plus 15?
I rolled a 4. And I got a 19 on my
So
acrobatics.
stupid.
And
So
John
dumb.
was right. Moving through is difficult terrain. You just can't finish in another.
You can't
and-
finish it
Nah.
there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I guess
Um,
you could go in there, stab, and move back out.
But this is cooler.
This is cooler. Yeah.
This is way cooler.
All right, get your attacks.
Yeah, my dex is 5, my proficiency is 5, and then I took skill expert in acrobatics.
Yes.
So crazy. This is your thing. Acrobatics
Yeah.
is your thing. This is awesome.
Yeah, and I haven't gotten to whip it out very often.
Well,
So,
you get
know,
all 3 of your attacks, or however many attacks
if
you
I can
get.
slide down a banister and attack
Yeah.
a guy.
Yeah.
Okay. But normal, not advantage. Okay. Attack 1. 18.
That's a hit.
All right. 12 damage.
All right.
Number 2. 17.
That's a miss.
Oh,
Oof.
okay. Now we know. Attack number 3. 21.
That's a hit.
8 damage.
So you slide down the banister, and the first one goes into him, and you pull your rapier out. You sort of get at him again. You miss him on the second one, and it's just as you're going back, you just underhandedly, like behind your back, slice into him, and you realize that as you're slicing into him, he is already falling down on the ground dead from your first hit. I wanted you to go ahead and roll all three.
I just, I'm surfing down the banister and
Yeah, and he crumples to the ground dead.
but I can't stop myself and have to slide
You ha-
all the way
all the
down
way
to the
down.
bottom of the banister.
Yeah,
And
all the way
quickly
down.
up the stairs, all of you.
I'm afraid I don't have much left in the tank. It's Stefania. He hurt me so much.
It's okay, Stefania. This Welsh has lost all his juice.
Yes, but isn't there another fight awaiting us? A lady, come over here. Let me bring out my panther. And Felipe.
Oh yes, that would be very helpful.
Felipe,
Nice.
now's not the time for this. We're in a hurry.
Let me just take out my panther. Just a second. It's beautiful. It's a perfect panther. and
how big is it? How big is this panther?
It's medium sized.
Oh, okay.
It's acceptable, an acceptable sized panther.
I was worried
No
it
one's
was going to
complained
be
about his panther ever.
Huge. The biggest panther
and,
you've ever seen.
It's a sex panther.
Yeah, and it's illegal in
40% of the
states.
time it works
Yeah.
every time.
Okay. So he says, quickly, into the panther. And he's gonna get who needs it.
I need some.
So you're gonna take.
I mean, I'll
Are
take
you gonna
some.
get? You'll get 13,
None for
Perfect.
me, thank you.
That's
I'm
just what I needed.
uninjured.
and Stefania gets. Who else needs some?
I'll take some.
All right, you're gonna get 13.
Sweet.
Anyone else want another 13, or is Stefania's gonna get the rest of it?
I'm topped off. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm topped off.
Okay. All right, and Stefania gets 39. All right. So the panther sort of appears and like walks around to each of you and like sniffs your butt, and then gets on his hind legs and licks your face. And as he licks your face, you feel the healing spirit come over you. And Felipe says, "Don't worry, my darling. We're headed to the Gilbrain Wilds after this. I'll be reunited with you soon." And the panther disappears.
Before we head up, Jesus is going to cast Mage Armor.
All right.
And
Yep.
well, okay,
Wait,
actually, tell me
Doesn't
what
he
he
have to
had.
speak some kind of incantation in
Well,
order for that to happen?
Tell me what he had actually. When he left, he was a dragon man and had some things on him.
Oh. So I guess he's got
Any
basic
magic
flight?
effects on the original continue onto the simulacrum?
Is that it's like a snapshot in time, I think.
It's a
But would he still have it after moving back to the tower and meeting with his generals? I mean, it was not.
Oh, it only
Mage
lasts 1
armor,
minute.
yeah.
The
No, it only lasts
draconic
1 minute.
transformation only lasts 1 minute.
But
No,
the
the
mage
mage
armor
armor was
lasts 1 minute.
dispelled, which is
no,
why
but
he cast it.
he pulled it up again though.
Oh, in
He
those
did the
5
time
turns.
stop and he put did he do time stop and put Mage Armor back up?
He did. Yes.
Okay.
So he has 15. His AC is 15 with mage armor.
Okay.
It's already up.
Good. Well, then Ionis is going to take his wand of the Giving Tree and he's going to cast Mirror Image. And I'm hoping that gives me another casting of Mirror Image.
It does.
All right. Sweet.
You got it.
What happened to that? What? I have a wand too, don't I?
You do.
You do.
What does it do again?
Jesus would be very jealous of your wand as soon as he sees it.
It casts
you-
Psychic Blade. What is it? Shadow Blade?
Oh, Shadow
It's-
Blade. Right.
Yeah.
Shadow Blade. Yeah.
Was it?
Did you pull it out?
No, not yet. I mean, I've got it
Okay.
on me.
No, but okay. Because
It's at
Stefania has not
6th
seen
level?
it. It casted at 6th level. Yeah.
Damn.
Stefania has not seen it, right?
No.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, what is next?
Quickly, up to the 3rd floor.
Level 3. Jesus, you stay
I will stay here.
within range
Listen.
so you can see us. How far up can you go? Can you peek your head up?
I should not go beyond the 2nd floor.
Listen, our goal is to disturb the vessel the clone is in, and perhaps the body will react in some way, but it is not yet James. So, if we are quick, perhaps we can simply vanish.
Well, I don't know how fast this works. I could hold an invisibility spell and make the 3 of us invisible once Schnobik does the attack. Or I could cast greater invisibility on Schnobik and have him destroy the vessel once he gets to the 3rd floor. Maybe when they get there, they don't see him.
Yes, but it's warded, right? So they will detect his presence regardless.
They will detect his presence and they will come, but maybe they won't see him. Maybe that gives him time to escape, and then we can all get out.
Very well.
It's a good idea. You should send the vampire in by himself.
You're sure we can't simply light the ceiling on fire?
If I'm not back in 2 minutes, wait slightly longer.
No, I'm going as far as I can to the 3rd floor.
Schnobik, make it dark.
No, it makes sense.
That's also a good idea.
Can I borrow that pebble, Ionis?
I hand it to him. It's in a spell scroll tube. I never say
Right.
tube. It's in a scroll tube.
Okay.
We must.
I don't
how big
know
is this room?
why-
It's the same as the floors, right? How deep are these rooms?
20 by 60. So 20 foot
So between the
wide.
pebble and your darkness, we may be able to make the whole room pitch black. We might have the upper hand. You and I.
I know now's not the time. Time is short, but the most prudent thing to do would be for you to go now to Lakeshire.
Ah, but how will you get there?
I will not.
Schnobik, we're not leaving you behind.
We need you for that battle.
Do you think I want to go to Lakeshire? No,
No, but you must meet us so we can go to Havis.
but his he will have no forewarning, and that is worth quite a bit.
You do not think he
E-
will come
even-
with the gift?
Even better than a strike here and then a strike in Lakeshire is 2 simultaneous strikes.
Fuck vampire, you're a smart one.
Is
We
there
must-
a way that I can join you in Lakeshire? Do you have a spell or a scroll? Does anyone here know any goddamn magic besides my brother?
If I use the scroll, I could hold the hole open. Filnir, Jesus, Stefania, and Felipe can attack. Copy Jesus of Waterdeep. I hold the scroll open for you to jump through, Schnobik. I pull my finger out, the scroll closes, trapping them in Monterre while we attack.
It's not quite simultaneous, but it keeps us together.
Yes, but the scroll will not take you to the tower in Lakeshire. You'll need time.
No, it will take me to the tower in Lakeshire. I had
That's
a
where
dream
we've been
about
told
it.
it goes.
I was given a vision by Ehi.
I think Schnobik.
Oh, well then.
I think before we go up, I think you should establish our mental connection. Schnobik, if you'll allow Ionis.
Very well.
That will be imperative for timing, regardless of whichever method we do.
All right. How many people can I do? I wonder if I should do... Okay, 10 minutes. I link all of us to the telepathic bond.
All right.
We have an hour.
So wait. What you're saying is we're going to go fight Jesus and you and your brother are going to stay here and fight the GIF. and then you're going to come and help us at the very end of
damn
we've
it,
already
sloppy
beaten him.
Felipe.
That is a good question, Tom. I forgot. If I walk through the portal, it closes, huh?
It closes.
Okay. Yeah, so I have to stay behind. Well, there are a number of me. I'll be harder to hit.
Open the portal
I think I'll have to wait until they're gone.
outside the room here. Yes. You will have to wait until they're in the room,
With you.
and then you will go. Yes. We must ensure that we draw as many away as possible.
They cannot see the simulacrum. I mean, they cannot see James.
If we need to cast the darkness before we act.
They can plane shift.
So they will be upon us.
Well,
If they
plane
know we are
shift.
going.
Plane shift is a very difficult spell to do multiple times.
But
It
we don't
seems
know
that
the
only
wording.
one of them. It seems that only one of them could do it. I'm not sure, but if only one of them can do it, they would have a hard time getting back to us. I can only do it once a day.
And James stands up and says, I don't know why, but I feel like I was built for this. I will go through,
And die instantly.
not in the third floor. I will go through to Lakeshire, and I will try to convince my generals that it is I they should follow, and not the pretender.
And then someone steps on the third floor, and the generals are whisked away.
Yes. And Jesus will have to decide where he goes. Does he
So you-
stay here in Lakeshire and fight me, the
Does he have
real
a-
Jesus?
Does he have
So
a choice?
Jesus would. You're saying Jesus would come with him here to Monterre?
Well, I would, but
Doesn't
damn,
wait?
I
If
don't
he
have. I can't do it.
wait, but James, if the pretender were bound to the floor and came with the generals, would he not die the moment he?
He would die, but he would teleport himself here.
To the second
But if-
floor.
But if he and I are connected somehow, he will not be able to teleport because I cannot.
Mm.
But how would he? So he would get here because the spell brings him here.
No,
No,
he would want to be here to protect in case an army was.
My
On travel
question.
with
My question
threat.
is how does he get here? Are they're going to teleport to the second floor?
He would go separately.
Where would you
How?
land,
How? He
Step
ca-
on a tomato and catch up.
James?
How would
Where
he-
would you teleport yourself? What part of the townhouse?
Right
He can't-
here.
He cannot, though.
No,
How
that's
would
not
he
my
teleport?
question.
He's used the spell already.
Perhaps one of his
Can't
generals.
do it.
No. No, we are overthinking this.
He
The
cannot
time
move.
for thought has passed.
So we open the portal. Snowbit goes up. Then we open the portal. Or we
Yes.
open the portal and let Jesus walk in, and then Snowbit goes up.
No, it must be
No.
dark. So we must use
No,
a
and
pebble.
I do not trust this Jesus to succeed in whatever endeavor he's assigned. No, we have chosen the way. We must follow through. Very well. And are we ready?
Bead
Take the
first.
pebble.
Bead first.
So the plan is
Mhm.
use the bead, make it dark. You go in, disturb the vessel, perforate the clone, and run back to us, and we all go through the portal.
No, you must go through the portal.
He will go
As-
up. And at the minute he has gone up and we hear that the Gith have arrived, we go through the portal.
That is correct.
Can I assist? Can I shoot the vessel from outside the door as you go in?
You should focus all of your attentions on the other
Or-
the other James,
Indeed.
Well, and Filnir, if they
the living
teleport,
Jesus.
Jesus are the Gith teleporting to the third floor.
They will teleport right next to my vessel.
Yes.
All right.
So
All right. No,
Tense
that's
already.
the plan. That's the plan. Bead, Snowbit goes in. They teleport in. We form the portal. We run through. Well, you run through. I follow with Snowbit.
Very well. I kick the door.
And that's where we're going to end episode 78. Every war must end. The Dungeon Dads podcast.
Oh my God. I am shaking.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man.
What a crazy ass episode.
I thought it was going to be the end of a season. It's totally not the end of a season.
No, we're gonna stretch this out over
Yeah.
10, baby.
It's not the end of the season.
We still got things to do.
Oh, man.
Listen, even if this all goes according to plan, there's still at least 2 or 3 because you got to have your, denouement.
Yeah,
That's right.
absolutely.
Wow.
Wow.
What do you think the odds of this plan going to plan are?
Well, given that we're gonna take a break here and Tom's gonna wrap his head around it,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Damn it.
Let's cover it in the bonus, but here's what I'm going to say. Brilliant, John, with the simulacrum.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
I will say, and this we'll get into this more in the bonus, but John messaged me before and he said, "Am I going to fuck your shit up if I make a simulacrum?" And I
he's
said,
been asking you that for weeks.
and I said, no.
I had no idea you could make it. Well, this is for the bonus, but I had no
Bonus,
idea
yeah.
you could make a simulacrum of someone else.
Well,
It's Wishkin.
and that's
It's
what we can talk
Wishkin.
about in
Yeah,
the
we'll talk
in
about
the
it. Yeah.
in the thing, because I said yes before I figured out exactly what the hell he was going to do, and
And it
I
turns
was
out
like,
it did fuck your shit up a little bit.
it did fuck my shit up.
All right, let's
It
go
did
talk
fuck
about
my
how it
shit
fucked your shit
All
up
right.
on the
All
bonus.
right.
Come join us on
Everybody.
Patreon, everybody.
Yeah, give
Toodaloo.
us some 5s and some
Make sure you hit that
subscribes.
follow, the plus, whatever it is. We're on YouTube now too, if you want it that way. It's still audio,
Woo-hoo.
but there's picture
That's
with it.
true.
So if you like it better
That's
there,
true.
you can get
If
it
you
there.
want it that
Yes,
way.
you can.
Toodaloo.
Now, bye.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not editing this episode. I am not looking up all these things. Toodaloo.
Toodaloo, everybody.
I don't know if I told you guys I was wearing my Dungeon Dads shirt to the. This may be something for a bonus episode, but I was wearing it to the drop off at school on Friday,
Mhm.
and I was walking back to my car, sort of at the same pace as this other dad, and he was like, "Hey, so what's Dungeon Dads?" And I was like, "Oh, it's a podcast." And he was like, "Is it your podcast?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, cool. Do you guys just like talk about D&D and stuff?" I was like, "Well, no, we play. It's an actual play." I'd had half a cup of coffee and wasn't like up for a whole conversation, but I was like, "Yeah, we're on Apple Podcasts. You should check us out." And he was like, "Oh, okay, cool." And I got in my car, and he got in his car, and he pulled out first, and the whole back of his car was all like D&D stickers, and he had like a decal across the back of his window that was like all the different dice. And I was like, "Oh,
Whoa.
okay."
Wow.
The right
We got-
audience to
Wow.
pitch the show.
Yeah.
Exactly. We just got a super
Exactly.
fan there.
Well, we'll
Awesome.
see. We might have a rules lawyer who's like, I don't know.
I don't know
about
what
the
you
way
did
they
in
handle
episode
this
4
thing."
with concentration. I mean, you guys
Yeah.
really fucked that up. I mean,
Yeah.
I just
Heat
DM'd
metal
the
Tim,
game
shit
I
last
don't
night.
know
film
why
here.
you would have to work so hard to do an impression of yourself. I don't think you sound like that at all.